My whole childhood, I was super skinny. I was super, super skinny. So combining that together, great height, super lightweight, it's not a good combination, you know. I was always super brave, confident. I was always speaking and fighting for myself. But I always found people who thought they could get over my head and they tried to push me around. So my thing with working out, how I started was to get more respected. I just wanted people to leave me in peace. Just wanted to do my own thing, focus on myself, and not fighting for myself. When you're a teenager, living in school with other people might not be very simple, but at the same time, you have few principles and few rules to follow that are very obvious. The bigger you are, the more respect you get. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how it all began. So I started out when I was 15 years old and I was going on and on until I was 16. During that first year, I saw huge changes in my body and I already knew that I started doing something that I'm good at or will be good at one day. When I was 17, I got my first diet and training program. First time ever I started watching what I eat, preparing my food, meals. Today working out is very popular. It's not the case, People don't hate you for that. Don't look at you like you're a freak. But trust me, 10, 12 years ago when I brought in my own food to class, that wasn't a normal thing to watch, especially in Poland. I was never good at basketball, I was never good at soccer, never played well in team. But when I started lifting weights, that was something where I was responsible for only myself. So every single time I went to the gym, it was like an internal battle with my own self. And what I like the most, my character, that's how I am. I like battling myself and making myself better every single time I can. So every time I bench pressed, everything I curled, I was fighting with myself. And when I was 18 years old, I got to the point where I lifted 220 pounds on my bench press for the first time ever. I know it's not supernatural score. In metric measurements is 100 kilograms, and that is like a milestone for every single person that lifts weights. 21 years old, something broke inside of me. All these years I kept going to the gym, lifting weights, and as much as I was passionate about working out and working on my body, I simply started getting bored with weightlifting. And that was actually the first time I got into calisthenics. Those days it was about Hannibal for a King or a prophecy workout, other people I watched on American YouTube channel. It was barely starting in Poland. So whenever I went outside and did some dips, pull-ups, I didn't even know it was called dips. I was just doing some push-ups on a bench. I remember I did muscle-up before I learned what it means to do a muscle-up. So for the next few years I stuck with calisthenics and only calisthenics. During the summer and warm days I was working out outdoors, and in the winter time I was working out mostly at home. I only had like a body vest, some dumbbells, maybe a little bar. That's all I had, and a pull-up bar of course. Regular, consequent working out brought huge benefits to my mental state. I'm not saying I had problems with my mental health, although some people might argue with it, but what I mean is it was very easy or much easier for me to focus and control my mind. So from my passion built on wanting to get big and respected, it got to the point where I still maintained my passion, but my new goal was to make my mental state better, to control my mind better, to control my thoughts and focus. I graduated high school, went to college, and not even single time have I dropped a workout session unless I had to. In 2019, I decided to compete in a bodybuilding competition for the first time ever. After a few years with calisthenics and nothing else, I was finally ready to get back on track with weightlifting, and I started combining everything into one piece. So that, my friends, got me the best results ever, and my body never looked better before. So being a person known for calisthenics, when I added weightlifting to my program, after 6 months of doing that, I competed and I got out on the stage. The result? First place. It's always good for people to experience things in life. If you don't experience, if you don't discover new things, you stop growing. And I don't only mean like physical growing, I mean mental growing. I gained much more knowledge on how to shape my body, how to work out, how to train, and how to nutrition. Just because I was getting ready for the stage, had to reduce my body weight, get to the certain point of body fat, it simply made me a better athlete. And over all these years, I've never trained professionally, but I consider myself as a professional amateur. That's what I call myself. I know the benefits of weightlifting, I know the benefits of calisthenics, and I know the benefits of combining it all together. And as a matter of fact, when you combine calisthenics and weightlifting, you become a hybrid. You strengthen up your joints, tendons, and at the same time when you lift weight, it's easier for you to maintain the body weight and to make your physique look bulkier without getting into risk of injuring yourself. Like I said, you don't have to work out to be a professional, but you should work out to make your life better. Because simple workout will give you benefits regardless whether you are a doctor, psychiatrist, runner, golfer, or an accountant. It doesn't matter. It will help you regardless. And if you haven't started 1 year ago or 6 months ago when you had this thought, you can start today and still make it up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the upcoming videos. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. Tell me how old you were when you started lifting weights, when you started working out or doing any other sports. Let's spread the word, keep the passion growing. Talk to you later.